I've gone to church my whole life. I have no memory of the first time I heard about God, Jesus, and His love for me, because my parents believed the Bible, and they reinforced at home the things we had learned in church. As I grew older, I became more and more aware of my need for God, my need to be forgiven of the things I'd done wrong to God as well as to others. I wasn't a bad kid, but there were definitely some areas in my life that were out of control, and I needed to make a choice as to who was going to be the influence in my life, God or the world around me. So I gave my life to God and entered into a relationship with Jesus, which began some really significant changes in my life. I never questioned my faith growing up. I found myself questioning my faith in my late teens. Um, I was asking questions like, how do I know that God is really there? Did Jesus really come, die, and rise from the dead? Is the Bible accurate, or is it just a bunch of made-up stories? This really rocked my world. I needed to find some answers, because if this was all made up, then my faith was useless, and I had no hope. So I had to search it out, and I found some really great resources that tackle my questions in logical and intelligent ways. I found that there's a mountain of evidence to support an intelligent belief in God, that Jesus was a real historical figure, that the Bible can be trusted both for its content as well as its reliability. Through all my questioning and searching, my faith has really become my own. I no longer believe just because that's what I grew up with, but rather that there's no evidence to suggest that I shouldn't. So I embrace my relationship with Jesus all the more, and it has helped me through all of life's challenges and tough decisions. When my son was diagnosed with brain cancer, it really took us by surprise, but didn't surprise God. Our response wasn't despair, but rather trust, a trust in a God who's greater than our circumstances. And through this trust and complete surrender, we found a peace in our hearts that we just could not generate. We were scared, but we felt supported and carried, and that we weren't alone in this. In the world of childhood cancer, we've seen relationships break down and dissolve, but our marriage just kept getting stronger because its foundation was God. I don't have all the answers, but I know where to look. And I'm the person I am today only because of my relationship with Jesus. So if anything I have said has raised some questions in your heart, please feel free to ask.